Hey, I'll be reacting to Saint Seiya episode 84, and I'll be starting this reaction from the 2 minute and 17 second mark, and I'm reacting to this straight out of Netflix's website. And I'm gonna start this reaction in 1-0, go. Oh yeah. Decree of Death, the Stringer Requiem. Alright, nice stuff, Vicky. Although seriously though, when is he gonna show up? Because I want to see him whip out that new cloth of his. Yo, with that pep talk, he ain't gonna be able to lie down at all. Alright, he's got that look now. The whole I'm gonna make sure I take you down without any sense of mercy. Whoa! Okay, I want to hear his tragic backstory that he's most likely gonna have. Oof. It can work as defense too. Potentially. And you know what? We have seen him capable of doing that before. But first, he's gonna have to cut off all of his six senses before he can do that. Because just increasing the speed and burning his cosmos alone is not gonna do it. Yeah. That's not gonna cut it. At all. I like that noise though. The note kind of feels like Cosmos is building up right now, slowly. It's about to burst. Oh, it's actually a good thing they found a cabin. Cool. Could that be the reason why Huygen was so dead set on... Okay, that puts into perspective why he was so loyal to Hilda then. Oh, okay, so that explains what he was going to say as a child then. When he said he was going to ask Hilda. That means he likely wanted to marry Freya then. Potentially. Just going by all the context clues. And I really do love that positive mindset. Kind of shows that Hilda, even though she was in the face of adversity, she was able to fight through it for most years. It literally only took some crazy egomaniac to control her mind to have her change her stance. Yes. Whoa, I wonder if she's actually doing a psychological attack to her when she's sleeping. Or is it that's a terrible nightmare? Oh, never mind. I thought she was like potentially doing a psychological attack, kind of like when Saga did it against Shun and Hyoga. Jeez. Oh man. And she's still saying that despite most of her God Warriors being taken down. Whoa. Yo, what's the real stuff anything to do with it? I mean, jeez. Her fault for touching its thorny sides, I'm just saying. Yeah, it's gonna be the same end result. Mm-hmm. He's gotta pretty much learn what he utilized against Saga and Aphrodite. He knows it. He knows it deep down. He doesn't need to be told. The question is though, it's likely hard to do what he did against Aphrodite and Saga. That's a good point, but he's probably honed his emotions with multiple years of training. Probably has something to do with his background. I do really love the beautiful music playing though. It's pleasing to the ear. That's exactly what I was thinking on the previous. Yeah, it's exactly what I was thinking of when I was watching the previous episode. Since all the illusions are based on auditory, he's gonna have to cover his ears, or at least find a way of utilizing his cosmos to cover his ears. I just hope it isn't a situation where Siri was fighting Algo and he had to like stab his own eyes. Hopefully Shun doesn't have to do a version where he has to rip his own ears off because that would look painful. Okay, I love that newfound confidence. Oh man. I hope he scored that beautiful face. Wait, if that dude doesn't have light speed, then this should be pretty easy. Relatively easy. Oh. Although, going by the way he's looking, he's got the face of, I got way more bags than the trick. He's got that face, me, man. But luckily, Shun has more tricks, too. Hmm. Well, talk about being a narcissist. Oh man. The hell? Yeah, that is actually confounding. What in the... Huh? What, is he gonna fight mono to mono now? Hmm. That's actually a good question. I want to know this. Nah, there's gonna be way more than that. And I love it. He's actually calling him out on his BS. Oh man. Huh. You know, Shonen isn't necessarily wrong in that assessment. Because it doesn't seem like... Because unlike the other God Warriors, Mimi doesn't constantly attack with the intent to kill. He doesn't constantly attack Shun when he's on the ground. Comparison when Seiya was fighting Thor's and when Shiro was fighting Vanir, those two were constantly attacking Seiya and Shiro even when they were on the ground, and same when Hyoga was fighting Heigen. Yo, that's the case. He's trying to bait him so that he can utilize his offensive abilities in his kill mode so that then Shun can quickly utilize the Nebula chain. Well, honestly, Shun has been hit much more harder when he was fighting Aphrodite, so I could see why Shun would be thinking a comparison because he's on a similar team with the Gold Saint that he's not necessarily going all out. Oh, like it. That trash talk he's giving him. Wait, is he gonna utilize the wind move that he utilized against Aphrodite? Because oh, he's doing it! Yo, we're getting Psycho Shot! We're getting Psycho Shun! Oh man, the one that has little to no mercy, who gives no fucks. Yes. Ah, yes. When Shun does that move, it's so beautiful and graceful, too. Alright, he's got to go for the throat. And I'm liking it. You can actually see him master that move with more proficiency, too. Because Shun looks a lot more calmer. Alright, that's sweet. And that shows you one of the biggest strengths in Shun. Despite holding a power advantage, he always tries to go for the end result with the least bloodshed. I think that's what really makes Shun one of my fave characters in the series. That type of attitude. Oh, snap. It even tore up his own clothing. I mean, I hope he beat him. Okay, looks like he won. Yes! Okay. I hope I'm not wrong. I hope. I really hope. But even if that move doesn't work, Shun still has like the Dimensional Nebula chain too, like in stock. Because unlike the others, Shun does have a variety of trump cards. Jeez! Ah. Whoa. Okay, that dude's pretty impressive. Oh my. Okay, now he's Shun's lost the elements of surprise completely. But hey, if he's going for the kill, that means he should. Oh shit, he's not gonna give him time to put on his cloth. Ugh. Shit. That's really the gamble about Nebula Storm. It's so powerful, but the drawback is you don't have your cloth. Oh my no. Fuck. It's a lot of blood. Oh. Man, it looks like it could actually rip a limb with the amount of force that the strings are choking him. Okay, that's a. I gotta admit, that's a pretty beautiful and effed up way of killing someone. I gotta admit, that is unique, but I think Shun will he'll get out of this, hopefully. I'm actually surprised he's thinking about Saori. He didn't think about Iki immediately. What is up with that? I understand thinking about Saori, but you would think the second person in his mind would be Iki. Oh, God. Come on now, writers. Come on now. I know Seiya's a bro and all, but come on. Oh, yeah. Uh, this reminds me of when he was, of his trial when he was chained up. Wait! Yo, is it our goal? Ah! Yes! Our bad boy is back! Yes! He just fucked with the wrong little brother. Oh. Oh, it's on. Oh, snap. That I gotta make the end card picture. It's on now. Alright. I was gonna rate this an 8, but fuck it. 8.5 out of 10. It's icky. Although, in saying that, though, kinda sucks for Shun, though. Do the animators have like a personal vendetta against them? Because, I'm not joking. When it came to his fights in the Gold Saint arc, his fights had some of the worst animation. And then in this arc, when he finally has good animation in his fights, he gets his ass whooped. And he needs to be saved. I'm like, can our boy Shun just get a break? Oh, jeez. I mean, at the very least, he's not getting the Marin treatment, though, where he's being constantly used to job, at the very least, so I guess I could take consolation in that he's not the poster child of jobbing like Jabu or Marin, so hooray. And I guess in a way, God of War did have to get a win eventually, I'm gonna admit. They kinda did. So, gotta give it credit for that. And aside from that, though, don't get me wrong, the scene where Strom was being choked and he was thinking about Saudi and Seiya was sweet, but I really think the writer should have just replaced that line with Iki, because then when Iki appeared, it would have made the sequence more a badass. You know what I mean? Because it would have been just perfect narrative timing, being like, oh man, this is the last person I'm thinking about before I might potentially pass away, and then boom, next scene, first thing you think about shows up instantly. But I still like the sequence though, where Shun's at least named Saudi. That was pretty cool. And aside from that, the fight scenes themselves are pretty cool actually. Because for one, I do like the fight. It was pretty interesting, and the fighting style of Mime is actually pretty unique as far as Saint Seiya's fighting styles go. It was pretty dynamic. It was brutal, especially when the strings were twitching. It just looked painful. I was like, oh man. This wasn't easy to watch, but I mean that in the good way. It's in the whole, this isn't easy to watch because the character I care about is just viciously being strangled and all that. So good job on that. And additionally, what I also like about this fight too, it shows you Seiya's ability to think quickly on his feet during the fight, like when he decided not to rely on his senses of hearing, mostly just utilizing his eyesight to figure out where to find out the location of Mime. It gave this fight a nice feeling where not all fights are necessarily resolved by power. They're sometimes resolved by intelligence, by IQ intelligence, and that's pretty dang cool. And that's what I really, really liked about this fight. Gave it a sense of dynamicness. You get some consequences too when it came to Heigen's death, because you have Freya immediately thinking back about her moments with Heigen and Hilda. So that was pretty nice. And you see some Hilda savagery where she just gets cut by a flower and she just burns it. While that scene in a way didn't advance the narrative, it was still a good scene because it shows you her viciousness. Kind of like when she kills that bird. It just shows you at the moment she currently has no mercy, and sequences like that serve to remind us of the savagery of Hilda right now. So that's why I felt this episode utilized a lot of its sequences properly, gotta say. And then on top of that, what I also liked specifically about this episode too was, at the very least, you also get to see Kiki have his moment where we didn't see him directly take Freya to a cabin, but he took her to one, which is actually pretty sweet. Showing you that everyone's participating, even Kiki, and doing even the small stuff like that. And I like that. How in the series they find ways to have Kiki have some utility, like when he helps Seiya just in the Silver Saint arc, not Seiya, but Marin escaped from being tied up, and then again having Kiki useful. So that's why I thought this episode had some pretty nice bits of writing, if you ask me. And additionally, we met some plot progression because finally Iki showed up. And need I say more about the animation? It was pretty dang good. And I liked the artwork too. And the music was really pleasing to the ears. And that's why I thought this episode was 8.5 out of 10 worthy, y'all. So anyways, everyone, these are my thoughts on the episode. Be sure to comment on your thoughts on how I feel about my reaction in the comment section below. Rate the bit, share it, comment, subscribe. And I'll see you guys later if you come back for more. Because I'm not pumped up to see what's the next episode's going to provide. Alright, y'all. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great safe day. Bye-bye.